All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I liked very much the phrase that Srila Prabhupada set the spiritual foundation before he manifested the physical manifestation. I'd like to thank Panchagoda Prabhu is managing the volume. He's every detail, just like Srila Prabhupada. He's trying to follow in the footsteps, and we appreciate his stalwart presence here, protecting Srila Prabhupada's interest to the highest level possible. It's not an easy job to manage, or not an easy service to manage Krishna Balaram Mandir or a spiritual society. And Prabhupada did say that Krishna is the temple president here. So you're fully covered, Panchagoda Prabhu, just in case. But what an amazing service you've offered for so many years. I'd like to read from Prabhupada's purport. It's the Prabhupada's books. This is one of Prabhupada's books. Prabhupada's purport, untouched by any conditioned person, with all good intentions they may be, but at the end of the day, the foundation is set by Srila Prabhupada. And it's these books that are the law books for the next 10,000 years. Srila Prabhupada said that he chose every word with great deliberation. And sometimes he didn't even write for a few days because he couldn't find the exact expression that was needed. So forgive me, I'm not a very good spokesperson, but as Prabhupada's daughter, somehow or other, by some unforeseen mercy, I'd like to say a few words in protection of Guru Mukha Padmavakya Chittete Korea Aikya Arana Korea Mane Asha. Just a few minutes ago, I heard Srila Prabhupada quote this very important line from Srila Narottam Das Thakur's prayer. And then after he quoted that, and this was just a few minutes ago, he said, if you have accepted a bona fide spiritual master, then there is no need for any change or alteration of his words. Guru Mukha Padma Bhakya Chittete Korea Aikya. So basically, we're all conditioned souls. We make mistakes. So mistakes are to be rectified. Prabhupada was also saying that Krishna appeared, Krishna spoke this Bhagavad Gita to the sun god Vivishwan 2 million years ago or more. And then he appeared again as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as a matter of fact, he appears as all the acharyas, Shakshat Hari. Krishna appears again and again to present the same Adi instruction from the Adi Guru. So we're so fortunate to have Srila Prabhupada's books. Let us not make the grave mistake of minimizing every word which he's given us, and let us encourage each other to follow those instructions with heart and soul. and please Prabhupada, and his movement will definitely spread much faster and with much more potency with his original books in distribution. So there's two purports. This is text 51 from the Pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Is that all right? It'll take about 8 minutes. Is that okay? I'll try and read really fast. Lord Ramachandra became king during Treta Yuga, but because of his good government, the age was like Satya Yuga. Everyone was religious and completely happy. Srila Prabhupada's purport: among the four yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali, the Kali Yuga is the worst. But if the process of Varnashram Dharma is introduced even in this age of Kali, the situation of Satya Yuga can become invoked. The Hare Krishna movement, or Krishna consciousness movement, is meant for this purpose. Kaler dosha nide rajan asti hi eko mahaguna. Kirtanad eva Krishnasya mukta sangha parambrajet. My dear king, although Kali Yuga is full of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. Simply chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. Bhagavatam 12:351. If people take to this Sankirtan movement of chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, they will certainly be freed from the contamination of Kali Yuga, and the people of this age will be happy as they were in Satya Yuga, the golden age. Anyone, anywhere, can easily take to this Hare Krishna movement. One need only chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, observe the rules and regulations, and stay free from the contamination of sinful life. Even if one is sinful, one cannot give up sinful life immediately. If he chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with devotion and faith, he will certainly be freed from all sinful activities, and his life will be successful. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. This is the blessing of Lord Ramchandra, who has appeared in this age of Kali as Lord Gaurasundar. So the chanting of the Mahamantra as given by Srila Prabhupada is doing it all. And very significant that the present leader of Bharat is a great bhakta of Ram and Krishna, as witnessed a few days ago. The president of the country came and offered her respects. So the climate is very good for spreading the Hare Krishna movement. It's super excellent. And here we see in the purport before that, being pleased by the full surrender and submission of Lord Bharat, Lord Ramachandra then accepted the throne of state. He cared for the citizens exactly like a father, and the citizens, being fully engaged in their occupational duties of Varna and Ashram, accepted him as their father. Shri Ramchandra ki jai. People are very fond of the pattern of Ram Rajya, but even today politicians sometimes form a party called Ram Rajya. But unfortunately they have no obedience to Lord Ram. So it is sometimes said that people want the kingdom of God without God. Such an aspiration, however, is never to be fulfilled. Good government can exist when the relationship between the citizens and the government is like that exemplified by Lord Ramachandra and his citizens. Lord Ramchandra ruled his kingdom exactly as a father takes care of his children. and the citizens, being obliged for the good government of Lord Ramchandra, accepted the Lord as their father. Thus, the relationship between the citizens and the government should be exactly like that between father and son. When the sons in the family are well trained, they are obedient to the father and mother, and when the father is qualified, he takes good care of the children. As indicated here by the words Swadharma Nirata Varnashrama Gunanvita, the people were good citizens because they accepted the institution of Varna and Ashram, which arranges society in the Varna divisions of Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and the Ashram divisions of Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. This is actual human civilization. People must be trained according to the different Varnashram occupational duties as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 4.13, Chatur Varna Maya Shrishtam Gunakarma Vibhagasaha. The four Varnas must be established according to varying qualities and work. The first principle for good government is that it must institute this Varnashram system. The purpose of Varnashram is to enable people to become God-conscious. Varnashram acharavata purushena para puman vishnur aradyate. The entire Varnashram scheme is intended to enable people to become Vaishnavas. Vishnur asya devata. When people worship Lord Vishnu as the Supreme Lord, they become Vaishnavas. Thus, people should be trained to become Vaishnavas through the system of Varna and Ashrama, as they were during the reign of Lord Ramchandra, when everyone was fully trained to follow the Varnashram principles. Simply enforcing laws and ordinances cannot make citizens obedient and lawful. That is impossible. Throughout the entire world, there are so many states, legislative assemblies, and parliaments, but still the citizens are rogues and thieves. Good citizenship, therefore, cannot be enforced. The citizens must be trained. As there are schools and colleges to train students to become chemical engineers, lawyers, or specialists in many other departments of knowledge, there must be schools and colleges to train students to become Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, Brahmacharis, Grihastas, Vanaprasthas, and Sannyasis. This will provide the preliminary condition for good citizenship, Varnashram Gunan Vitaha. Generally speaking, if the king or president is a Raja Rishi, the relationship between the citizens and the chief executive will be clear, and there will be no possibility of disruption in the state, because the number of thieves and rogues will decrease. In Kali Yuga, however, because the Varnashram system is neglected, there are generally thieves and rogues. In the system of democracy, such thieves and rogues naturally collect money from other thieves and rogues, and thus there is chaos in every government and no one is happy. But here is the example of good government. Here the example of good government is to be found in the reign of Lord Ramchandra. If people follow this example, there will be good government all over the world. So here again, as one devotee was saying, this movement is the movement to save the world. Panchagoda Prabhu, you have a lot of preaching, a lot to share with Mr. Modi when you meet him next. I'm sure Krishna will make some arrangement. But this is preaching that Krishna's philosophy has been twisted and changed and whatever. But Prabhupada's giving all the instructions here for all of us, each one of us, to carry on, to preach according to what. We don't have to mince our words. We don't need to be afraid of straight preaching. Prabhupada preached straight, and here we are. So Prabhupada's in charge. He's leading the charge. All we have to do is follow. Please forgive any offense. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much.